If you are a small creator getting 100 views on a video you spent 20 hours creating while watching other channels seemingly explode with content that looks thrown together, then this video is going to explain exactly what is happening. You are not alone, and the reason your growth has stalled is likely because you are still playing by rules that YouTube abandoned years ago. The game has changed, and understanding the new algorithm is the only way to finally break through. For years, the conventional wisdom was simple. Target search volume, optimize your titles and tags, and upload consistently. This was the era of YouTube as a search engine. But that era is dead. Today, YouTube is a recommendation engine, and it treats small channels fundamentally differently than established ones. When a massive channel uploads a video, YouTube already knows who to show it to. When you upload a video, the platform has no idea who your audience is, and its primary goal is not to promote you, but to figure out if you are worth the risk. The biggest mistake small creators make is focusing on click-through rate, or CTR, alone. They believe if they can just get people to click, the algorithm will reward them. But YouTube views your channel as an unknown variable. The algorithm does not trust you yet. It is not going to gamble millions of impressions on an unproven source. Instead, it initiates what we call the experimental impression phase. When your video first goes live, YouTube sends it out to a small, controlled batch of viewers. These are often people who have shown a general interest in your topic, but they are not necessarily your subscribers. This test might be only a few hundred or a few thousand impressions. This is the crucial moment where your video either lives or dies. If the viewers in this experimental group click on your video, and more importantly, if they watch a significant portion of it, you pass the test. If they click but immediately leave, the algorithm concludes that your video failed to deliver on its promise, and it pulls back the impressions entirely. This means that for small creators, the focus must shift entirely from maximizing clicks to proving audience predictability and retention. You're not trying to go viral right now, you're trying to earn the algorithm's trust by showing that you can reliably satisfy the small audience it sends your way. If you pass the first test, YouTube sends the video to a slightly larger, slightly different experimental group, and the process repeats. This is how momentum is built, one successful experiment at a time. The old strategies of focusing on broad topics or trying to catch massive trends are counterproductive because they confuse the algorithm about who your core viewer is. To win in this new environment, small creators need a structured framework that prioritizes trust signals over vanity metrics. This framework is built on 3 pillars: cultivating a predictable audience, delivering consistent value, and optimizing for relentless retention. Let us break down the first pillar, cultivating a predictable audience. When the algorithm is looking for an audience for your video, it is looking for patterns. If one video is about gaming, the next is about finance, and the third is about cooking, YouTube has no idea who you are trying to serve. It cannot accurately find that initial experimental audience, so your video is shown to random groups who are likely to click and then immediately drop off, tanking your retention. A predictable audience starts with ruthless niching. You must define not just your topic, but the specific problem you solve for a specific group of people. For example, instead of being a channel about finance, be a channel about finance for freelancers in their 20s. This specificity allows the algorithm to target the perfect viewer immediately. When the algorithm tests your video on a 20-something freelancer, that viewer is highly likely to watch the whole thing because you are speaking directly to their needs. This predictability is the foundation of trust. It tells YouTube, this channel reliably serves these specific viewers. If you make 5 videos in a row that all satisfy the same, highly specific niche, the algorithm learns that whenever you upload, it should send the video to that group. Once that trust is established, YouTube becomes far more likely to push your content into the suggested feed and the homepage, which is where real growth happens. Stop chasing massive, unpredictable trends that pull you outside your core lane, even if they seem tempting. Those videos confuse the algorithm and damage your channel's long-term reputation as a specialized, reliable source. The second pillar of the winning framework is delivering consistent value. Consistency is often misinterpreted as simply uploading on a strict schedule. While scheduling helps, true consistency in this context refers to the reliable quality and structure of your content. Your viewers and the algorithm need to know exactly what they are going to get when they click on your video. This means establishing clear formatting and quality standards. If your videos are breakdown explainers, ensure every video follows a similar structure: a strong hook, a clear problem statement, a 3-part solution, and a concise summary. This reliable structure reduces viewer friction. When a viewer knows the video will be well-paced, easy to follow, and deliver a specific type of insight, they are more likely to watch until the end, and crucially, they are more likely to click on your next video. Consistent value also ties back to the visual package. Even in a faceless format, the visual presentation, the clarity of the voiceover, and the absence of filler or rambling must be maintained across every upload. But quality, inconsistent content signals to the algorithm that the viewer experience is unreliable, making it hesitant to recommend your channel to new audiences. The algorithm is prioritizing the long-term health of the viewer experience, and inconsistency is the enemy of that goal. Every video must feel like it belongs to the same high-quality brand. Finally, we arrive at the third and most critical pillar: relentless retention optimization. If the algorithm is testing your content, retention is the grade you receive. It is the ultimate metric because it proves that the viewer is finding value in the content you provided. For small channels, the goal is not just good retention, but exceptional retention, especially in the first 30 seconds. Retention optimization starts long before the video begins. It begins with the content package: the title, the thumbnail, and the hook. These 3 elements must work together in what we call the retention cascade. The title and thumbnail must create curiosity while setting an accurate expectation. If you promise to reveal 3 secrets but only deliver 2, or if you promise a quick explainer but deliver a slow, rambling introduction, the viewer will feel misled and click away, destroying your retention. The first 30 seconds of the script are the most valuable real estate on your channel. Your hook must immediately deliver on the promise of the title and thumbnail, introduce the stakes, and map out the journey the viewer is about to take. Avoid long-winded introductions or rambling self-promotion. Get straight to the core problem and promise the solution. Throughout the rest of the video, retention is maintained through pacing and structure. This is where the power of the breakdown explainer format shines. Break the topic into clear, manageable segments. Use transitions, rhetorical questions, and cliffhangers to bridge the gap between sections, ensuring the viewer always has a reason to stay for the next piece of information. Every sentence must serve a purpose, eliminating filler words and unnecessary tangents. The moment the viewer thinks, "I already know this," or "this is taking too long," you lose them. The new algorithm is not interested in how many videos you upload or how many tags you use. It is interested in how predictably you can hold the attention of the specific audience it sends your way. The shift is clear: stop seeking volume and start seeking predictability. Stop trying to appeal to everyone and start satisfying a specific, niche audience entirely. By focusing on cultivating a predictable audience, delivering consistent value, and relentlessly optimizing retention, you move out of the experimental phase and into the growth phase. This is the framework small creators must adopt to finally achieve momentum and win the new YouTube algorithm. If you are ready to stop guessing and start building a channel that the algorithm trusts, you need to master the art of scripting for maximum retention. Click on this video next, where we break down the definitive 5-point checklist for writing hooks that guarantee viewers watch past the critical 30-second mark.